Hello and welcome. You are listening to Tom Bradley, the Easy Diet Coach. Following this presentation, listen for a valuable free offer.
Hi, this is Tom Bradley, and I'm going to share with you today an interview I did with my friend and coaching client, Doug Wood. Doug came to me with some goals in mind, and we were able to help him, and he just has an amazing story. So enjoy this conversation I had with my good friend, Doug.
All right, so here we go. Good morning, Doug. How are you doing today?
Good, and you?
Doing really good. I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. So you've had some success with the Herbalife program, and I just had a few questions for you. I wanted to get your thoughts on how it's gone. And you've got some great results, so why don't you tell me a little bit about that? You've lost some weight, you've lost some inches, and you've got some other really amazing results as well. So tell me a little bit about the weight you've lost.
Well, in basically 45 days, I've lost 29 pounds. I lost 6.5 inches out of my chest, 3 inches out of my waist, 2 inches out of my hips. My thighs, basically about an inch. It's been kind of hard to tell because my left knee I've had operated on, and so that leg kind of goes up and down with swelling.
So you've lost that weight without a lot of exercise, what you're telling me. I guess you've been kind of nursing that knee along. You've actually had surgery here recently, right?
Yeah, I just had surgery a week ago, and that's been the worst thing is, really before surgery, I could walk around, but, as far as to be able to go to and put like a lot of physical strain on that knee, no, I couldn't. So really in the 45 days, as far as, doing a real productive workout, no, I haven't done that. That's
awesome. So all that weight loss, that 29 pounds and the, I don't know, what we say here, 6.5 on the chest, 3 on the waist, 2 on the hips, that's all come, strictly from the products, using the products properly, and the results you've gotten from that, not from any super intensive workout programs.
Very true. It was a lot of just, doing the program and then, just cutting out a lot of the junk that a person eats and drinks during the day. And, I guess 29 pounds might not seem like a lot of results in 45 days to somebody, but I've been pretty happy with it.
That's amazing, actually. At that rate, pretty soon you'll have to run around in the shower to get wet. I do have another question. Now, you shared with me earlier some numbers. Apparently, you had some blood work done in the spring, preparing to have your knee worked on, and then when you finally went back in to have your knee done, they wanted those tests run again. So share a little bit about that, because as impressive as your weight loss numbers are, to me, this is even more impressive. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Yeah, before I was going to go have my knee worked on, of course, hospitals make you go get all this blood work done. And it must have been March, but I had the blood work done. My total cholesterol was 311, and the reference ranges that the hospital uses is 150 to 240. And after I started using Herbalife, and then I went and had another blood test done to get my knee done. I made it to the doctor finally. So this is only it would have been, trying to figure out just actual days. On 10/18 I had it done, and I started Herbalife on 9/30, so just basically 19 days. My total cholesterol went from 311 down to 222.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then my triglycerides before were 271, and they went down to 215, which they're still a little high. They're, 65 points higher than what they'd like. My HDL went from 38 down to 33, and my LDL, which is the one that my doctor just about fell out of his chair with, it went from 219 down to 146, and the range on that's from 0 to 159. From the first blood test, he said, with that at 311, he said, we're talking, you're almost pumping straight grease. 500, he said, usually he said, I'm attending your funeral. He said, nobody ever lives with 500 on their cholesterol. He said, or not for very long anyhow. So he said, whatever was in that, he was very pleased with. In fact, he done a little looking up of Herbalife, and then he called me back later on that day, and he said, just stick with it.
Good. So your doctor checked the products out, got a good feeling about what you were doing, and I think you also had some great blood pressure numbers as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, when I first hurt my knee real bad, I had to go to the emergency room, which, anybody goes to the emergency room, yeah, your blood pressure is going to be up anyhow. But that night in the emergency room, my blood pressure was like 190 over 110. Just kind of at the start of the Herbalife deal, God, I was fighting like 150 over 100. Yesterday, I went, and my blood pressure was 128 over 86.
128 over 86. That's amazing.
And that's the place I have to go on the third story, which is true, I get to ride the elevator up, but by the time you park in the parking lot and go in and everything else, I bet I walked at least a good quarter of a mile, and I got right in, and they took my blood pressure right away. So, it wasn't like I'd sat there for an hour and waited for my blood pressure to come back down.
Well, that's awesome. So how have you found the product as far as, for example, taste? I know that's the first thing a lot of people ask when they really get serious about starting one of our programs. They're concerned about whether they're going to enjoy the product, if it's going to taste good, if they're going to be satisfied, just by using the meal replacement shakes, how challenging it is or how much of a hassle it is to use the product. How have you found that as far as your experience?
I've drank like a Slim Fast shake or any of them, and they're gritty tasting, and to me they're just like kind of chalky, not very good. I've tried, just various other things, and it's just like, the taste of this stuff, it's not a harsh taste. It's something a guy can deal with real easy. And I've tried the French vanilla, the Dutch chocolate. I like it, and then I tried the cookies and cream flavor, and it's good too. I've not had anything that's real bad tasting.
Great. And easy to use?
Yeah, it's kind of nice, with I'm doing the 2 shakes a day, and I do one in the morning and one at night, so, I can do that when I'm at home. And then I get a little, you got to take your pills along with this, and I got a little pill carrier, and I can take my pills that I'm going to do at my midday meal. I can take them with me. And that's the other nice thing I really like with it is during my midday meal, I can pretty much have a decent midday meal. It isn't like I got to search. If I go out to eat with friends or something, I don't have to search around the menu to find this and that and the other. And because I'd hate to say it, I'm a connoisseur of good food, and I won't eat terrible food. And it's got to have some flavor and taste, and that's one thing I like with Herbalife is, you can eat some just regular food without it really hurting you too bad.
Awesome. And then I know you've tried other things in the past. How, in this case, with working with the products that you've gotten a good result, how have you found the coaching that's come along with it? Have you found that beneficial as far as the progress you've made on your program?
Yeah, it's I guess, it's one of them deals like when I first started, I told you I just really wasn't into it. If it was just another one of these snake oil programs that's coming down the road, and we've talked every day, or not every day, but every day that I was supposed to call you on this little spreadsheet deal that you give me. We've talked about my weight loss and everything else, and about ordering product and what we need to do here and there, and it's that you can get a hold of somebody if you get a question. It's just not like, well, you went to the store and bought it. Well, you're on your own, and if you do have a question, who knows, you probably be on hold for 4 or 5 hours to somebody in Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's it's such a refreshing thing nowadays when you call a customer service line and they answer with regular good old English.
Exactly.
Well, listen, Doug, I want to thank you for the time you've taken with me here. And, again, congratulations. Very impressive numbers. 29 pounds in 45 days is certainly nothing to sneeze at. Well over a dozen inches lost all over your body, which, that's a sure sign that you're shedding fat. And then as impressive as that is, your blood work numbers are just off the charts for fantastic. I mean, you went from as your own doctor pointed out, a very critical place with your cholesterol and your blood pressure to, clearly, approaching very healthy ranges on everything. As a matter of fact, I think it was one of your cholesterol numbers was right there. I mean, you were absolutely in the perfect range. And even your own doctor, concerned about your well-being, making sure, like you said, you weren't buying a snake oil product. He checked out the Herbalife products and found out that they've got a great reputation. So congratulations on your success, and I look forward to working with you. I know you've got a ways to go to reach your goal, but you're certainly well on your way. So thank you so much for your time this morning.
You betcha. And it's one of them deals. I guess that's one thing is people might set too big a goal for themselves, and I don't know. I guess I've changed it kind of into the Doug weight loss plan schedule. I've broke it down to I'm just going to lose 10 pounds at a time, and I still got an overall goal in mind, but I figure, if you do it 10 pounds at a time, it's an attainable goal to where a person feels better about at least giving it a fair try to lose weight.
Yeah, that's perfect. You didn't get there overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight, and our goal is to give you a good, healthy weight loss program that, it's certainly the weight loss is the manifestation, but we're really going after your nutrition. And, again, as your blood work numbers indicate, it's not just the weight loss. There's, other health benefits that are coming with that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this presentation by Tom Bradley, the Easy Diet Coach. Tom lives in Provo, Utah, and came to wellness and weight loss out of necessity, but has hung around from passion. Tom's straight-ahead approach to wellness and nutrition to promote weight management and healthy aging is a simple solution for the growing trend of obesity and chronic illness. Want help losing weight? Tom has coached hundreds to lose weight and keep it off. Subscribe to Tom's Easy Diet Coach newsletter and get a free body composition analysis and wellness evaluation for a successful launch at the last diet you'll ever need. Subscribe now at easydietcoach.com.